What's going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of the series where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Ironman. So I'm going to be starting this video at 480 collections logged. In the last video, I did manage to completely green log the Venenatis and Calvarion log. I got the pet on 2,147 KC. As you see here, it's still following me. So that's the third wilderness boss I have logged now. I also have the Chaos Elemental and the Chaos Fanatic. The next one I'm going to be working towards is going to be the Venenatis and Spindel log. Before I go and start on this, though, I need to go and store this dragon pickaxe in a stash. So the stash itself is a master stash. I'll show it to you guys on the screen. It is a dragon pickaxe, a Nezi helm, and some maroon boots. The helm I can just go and buy, but the boots I have to take a break and go get them from Necreals. So the drop rate of these here is a 1 in 116. I did this a long time ago for two other stashes, and I believe one of them took me like 3 to 4 hours to end up getting the drop. It took me like 300 kills, so hopefully this time I just get it really quick and get it over with. And there they are. It ended up taking me, looks like, almost exactly an hour. It was like 58 minutes or something. And total kills was about 160, so a bit over the drop rate. And here we are up at the Soul Altar, which is where the stash is located. And with this, that is going to be the 9th master stash filled out of the 22 total. So getting closer to having all of those filled. So I did mention I want to go and do some Spindel. Since I put so much time into doing Calvarion, I was doing like 250 kills a day or something. I want to take a day break here. I'm just going to AFK some teaks and try to get this woodcutting pet already. And then tomorrow I'll be ready to go with some spindles. So hopefully I manage to get that pet by the next time I see you guys. Alright, it's the next day now. I gained 544k more woodcutting XP, which puts me up to 37 million now. And of course, did not get the pet still, but I do have some more clues to open here, so let's go ahead with the beginners. I'm just going to go through these really quick. So there's all three of those, and the 2 easy clues for a wooden shield G. Let's go. That's 307 easy clues done. Move into the medium clue. A purple elegant blouse from that too. All the elegant stuff are the most rare items to get from the medium clues, so it's good to get some of those out of the way. And finally, the hard clue here for nothing. Let's go ahead and exit out of this interface, and there's the 2 more collection log slots. Okay, so when it comes to Spindel now, there's a few things I need to do. I need to go make some darts for this, but I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do my inventory because I honestly have no idea. And then I'll set everything up and I'll be back to show you guys what it's going to be looking like. So wilderness content on an Ultimate Ironman is super cool and all, but you know what's even cooler? That's right, the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play RPG available on both mobile and PC. If you didn't know, in the past year, live arena PvP has come to Raid, and today I'm joined by Raid's very own champion, Professor Death Knight, to give you all more information.
Professor Death Knight here with a lesson about live arena, the new PvP mode, where you can fight against other players in real time. Sounds terrifying? Well, so's going to the dentist. You should still do it. Live Arena has a draft feature where you can pick and ban champions to fight for you. Teamwork! When you win matches, you'll get Live Arena crests towards unlocking special area bonuses, or so I hear. I'm too afraid to try any of this out. Alright class, any questions?
So, Professor Death Knight, I've been trying to figure out what my strategy is going to be for Live Arena, but I'm completely stumped. Would you mind sharing your battle strategy to maybe give me some ideas?
Well, everyone thinks I'll go in fighting, but nobody expects my charm. My best strength is the gift of gab. So when they try to attack, I'll just be like, nice weather we're having, eh? Nobody'll see it coming. I hope you use this knowledge you've gained here today about Live Arena to head off and do battle. Live! Make this whole Dead Bones Professor proud, folks. Class dismissed!
Thanks for the lesson, Death Knight. I'll take all the information and put it to good use. As well as being able to participate in Live Arena PvP, new players can get their hands on the epic champion Stag Knight, as well as a skin for Stag Knight designed by JonTron. All you have to do is use the promo code JTSkin before October 7th. Also, if you're not a new player, don't worry, there will still be the opportunity to get this skin through an in-game event. In addition to Stag Knight, players can also get their hands on Sun Wukong, Raid's take on the Monkey King from Chinese mythology, completely free. All you have to do is log log in on 7 different days between now and October 23rd. It's as easy as that. And if you haven't started Raid yet, give it a try today by using my link in the description or scanning my QR code on the screen. Doing so will get you insane bonuses such as an epic champion Drake and other items that will be useful to your journey. Thank you as always to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. I'll see you all on the battlefield. Alright, so here is the setup I'm going to be going with. I decided to take the monk robes instead of proselyte since there's going to be less weight on me. And pretty much everything else is kind of going to be the same as I used at Calvarion, except for I'm going to be using a Nezi helm instead of the Dwarven helm. When it comes to my inventory here, I made 500 iron darts. I don't know how many of these I'm going to be using per hour. It only took me 5 minutes to make this many at Blast Furnace, so it is pretty quick. In terms of the inventory, as you guys know, I don't have any super combats left, so sadly I have to take supers. And I'm also going to be taking 1 stamina potion on top of that. Once I get more used to this, I might start bringing thralls here. I'm not too sure yet. I was thinking about bringing like a book and not risking my Dragon Defender to go off rip here until I know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to send it, so I guess we'll see how this goes. And there is the first Spindel kill completed. So the mechanics here are definitely a lot easier than I thought they were going to be when I initially looked at this. I thought I was going to have to pay a lot more attention than I did at Calvarion, but this honestly might end up being more laid back to do. Also from this kill, it looks like I ended up using a total of 6 darts. Of course, a dragon pickaxe on KC number 7. Oh, that's hilarious. I think this boss only has 2 combat tasks. That's the first one of them for getting 10 kills, which was a medium task, so 3 more points from that. I'd imagine the other one is for getting 20 kills. Oh yeah, okay, so like I thought, there's the elite task here for getting the 20 kill count, and there was only 2 tasks here, so all the combat tasks are done. Well, there's the first dragon 2-hand of many, so that's 2 uniques now in 27 KC. So there is 50 kill count. I'm starting to get used to it a little bit more. From the tests I've done so far, it looks like I'm going to be getting about 20 kills per hour compared to like the 27 that I was getting from Calvarion, so it is a bit less. But still 20 is pretty decent. 100 total kill count so far, and I'm still consistently holding that 20 kills per hour that I mentioned I was getting a couple hours ago. Wow, okay, there it is. The second Voidwaker piece, 132 KC. There it is, man. That's one of the 3 unique drops here. So I'm still looking for the pet, the Treasonous Ring, and the Fangs. Of course, as you see through the chat there as well, it's 57 mils, so it's insanely expensive. Well, there is number 2 on 175 KC. Let's go. Treasonous Ring. So, just the Fangs and the pet left to go. Once again, just straight up spooning all of the items except for the pet early on. And there's another dragon 2-hand, just 5 kills after the Treasonous Ring. 200 total KC now. And there's another dragon pickaxe. No way, dude. What is with all these dragon pickaxes? And 300 KC. Oh my gosh. Voidwaker gem number 2. It's a plus 58 mil to the bank. Let's go. So that's 400 kills. I also wanted to briefly mention what like the PKer situation looks like here. It's kind of surprising. Of course, I've been doing this at really weird hours, like late at night and early in the morning, but I've only run into 1 PKer like on average every 4 or 5 hours. So it's pretty easy doing this right now. I'm literally able to do like 200 kill days and see like 2 PKers. 500 KC. And once again, there's yet another dragon pickaxe. It's literally just never ending with my luck on these at this boss, I guess. Oh, there's Treasonous Ring number 2 on 546 KC. And that's 600 total kills now. Oh my gosh, man. It's just never ending. Okay, I put this off way too long. Honestly, I should have went and got these after the first, like, 100 kills that I did here. But I finally forced myself to go and get Thralls. I'm just going to be taking, like, 15 hours worth of runes at a time to summon these. I also went and did some rough math. I'll probably be using, like, 3 to 4 more prayer potions per hour. And the Thralls will probably increase my kills from the 20 that I was getting up to 22 or 23. So I'll be getting 2 to 3 more kills per hour. It might not seem like much, but over time, it's definitely going to add up a lot. And yet another Dragon 2-hand. Wow, finally, just like Calvarion, it took me forever to get my first Elite Clue here. It's the same rate as well from Calvarion, so a 1 in 100. And I got the first one at 636 KC. All right, Elite number 67, what do we get? Wow, that's actually massive. Some light trousers, which is one of the rarer items that I can get from Elite Clues. I also just really quickly show you guys the difference in the drop rates on some of these Elite items to see how much rarer getting these pieces of Tuxedo are. Well, less than 30 kills later, there's another Elite to do. And Elite 68, 193k. Alright guys, first off here, I was able to finish the Elite, so let's go ahead and open this one here. That is number 69, of course it's number 69. Nothing really from this one. So I went and filled my inventory with all of the items that I've saved so far from Calvarion and Spindel. It is a pretty decent amount of stuff, a lot of secondaries. Something really huge here, these Onyx bolt tips. You'll see these are 9.7 mil. I'm going to save up all of these, and then I'll eventually make them into bolts and alch them, and it'll make me a ton of GP. And of course, the 2 Voidwaker pieces. So when it comes to Spindel, here's what the log is looking like. 693 total kills right now. I'm going to be taking a break from this. Originally, it was my plan to try to finish all of Calvarion, all of Spindel, and all of Ardeo and get all 3 of those logs done before taking a break. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's pretty mentally straining having to do these Wildy bosses and constantly worrying about resetting your death pile and your loot disappearing and whatnot. So I've been doing it for like 130 hours straight or something, so I just need to take a break from it right now. I'll probably be going back to it in like a week or so. So I was giving some thought into what I'd want to do to take a break here. I'm going to be going and doing some Herbiboar. It's super chill. I'll be able to go for a pet. And I'll be able to get a lot of Torsals back, since as you guys know I lost all of those, so I've been using super attacks and super strengths. So being able to do that once again with super combats will be really nice too. And I'll also be able to get rid of some of these secondaries in my inventory. Before I can go and do that though, I need to go and get the herb sack back from Tithe. I haven't done this content for a really long time. From what I remember, it's like 100 something points per hour, and the sack is 250, so this should take me like 2.5 hours to get. Okay, I gained 260k more farming XP from that, and I'm up to the 250 points that I need. There's the herb sack bot. I'm going to set up my inventory, and I'll see you all over at Herbiboar. Thankfully, I still have over 6,000 4-dose stamina, so I don't have to worry about that, like, literally at all. Also, as you can see through the chat there, I'm currently on 386 total caught, since I did a bunch of these a while back. From what I can remember, I'll be able to catch somewhere between like 55 to 65 an hour. But just to get an actual idea, I'm going to do a full hour of this, and then I'll be back to let you all know how many I actually ended up catching. Okay, just kidding. I wanted to re-mention some of the plugins that are good to use here. So you're going to want to be using the Herbi AFK plugin. And once you have that, you're also going to want to go into the camera plugin and expand the outer zoom limit to 250. And finally, you're going to want to enable the GPU plugin and then increase the draw distance on that all the way up to 60. And with these 3 things, it'll allow you to basically zoom out super far, and it'll give you a top-down view, as you can see on the screen, making it so you don't have to constantly move your camera around trying to click on everything. All right, so here we are after an hour. I ended up having to restart my counter, so I started on 388 instead of the 386 that I showed you guys in the earlier clip. I'm up to 450 now, meaning that I caught a total of 62 Herbiboar that hour, and I also gained 160k Hunter XP. You also see in the bottom of my inventory all of the herb stacks that I'll be keeping here. I'm actually going to be adding the Renars to this too, so it'll be a total of 8 different herbs. Over time, realistically, I'll probably only be able to catch maybe like 50 an hour on average. Since this hour test, I was 100% full focused into doing it. It's not going to be like that for the amount of time I need to do this, so it'll probably drop down to that. Before I continue here, though, I did also want to mention that the rate of getting the pet here is 1 in 6,500, so it is very rare. It's easily over 100 hours to just get even close to the drop rate for it, so it's definitely not a good place to be unlucky at. There's level 100 Hunter, already 1 million XP gained. I also started collecting white berries, as you'll see at the bottom of my inventory. I still have to get the snape grass and the blue dragon scales afterwards, but these white berries are the only ones that I actually need to collect passively. 1,000 total Herbi caught, and I'm already up to 155 tourstools from this, and a level 101 hunter. To 1,000 Herbi, it's already been about 30 hours so far. I also started collecting a few fossils here. I don't need many of these. It'll probably only be like a few hours worth of collecting them. I just need to go and build some of the museum displays so I can get my kudos up to the 153 that I need for the Varrock Hard Diary. Level 102 Hunter, and that's 103 Hunter. 6.6 million XP gained so far, which pushed me over 20 million total Hunter XP, and 3,000 total Herbiboar caught. Level 104 Hunter. Okay, well, it's been around 70 hours now. There's 4,000 total caught and almost 10 million XP gained, and that's 105 Hunter. 25 million Hunter XP. Well, 5,000 total Herbiboar now, so that's 100 hours of this done in total now. Almost 12 million total Hunter XP gained in this video, so pretty much an entire 99 basically done, and you guys saw all 100 hours of it in probably like 3 minutes or something on this video. So I'm going to be stopping here. I wanted to keep going until I basically matched the amount of wines that I had saved up to the amount of dwarf weeds that I got here, so I didn't like end up wasting any of them or having to keep extras on me. I'm still about 30 hours off hitting the pet drop rate here, but of course it does really suck that I didn't manage to get it this time around. In terms of all the other herbs though, I have a lot. So over 1,000 more prayer potions, a lot of supersets, and I'll also have 1,500 anti-fires, which I had 0 of before. And finally from this, the 1,200 ranged potions, and I'll be able to make another over 1,000 super combats. So even though I didn't end up getting the pet, I did get a lot of benefit from this. Before I could go and start making these though, I have these 57,000 Numalite that I need to use up. So there's a log called Fossil Island Notes, and it has 10 different pages in it that you need to get. And in order to get these, you have to open this stone chest here on Fossil Island. Each time you open it, it costs 100 Numalites, and you have a chance of 3 things happening. You can either have nothing happen, take damage from the chest, or get one of the pages. So it basically makes it a 1 in 3 chance to get each of the pages here. Didn't really take too much Numalite. I only ended up using 2,600 of like the crazy amount that I have here. So if you guys are going for this, just know that it's really not going to take too long to get all of these. But there's the Fossil Island Notes green logged, and that's going to put me up to 495 collections now. Okay, when I got out all of these secondaries, there's only 2 herbs that I need to go and collect secondaries for, and that's going to be the Lantidimes and the Renars. So let's quickly make these into unfinished potions. There goes another 1.8 mil to make all of those. Oh, also really quickly, I wanted to show you guys on the screen all of the herbs that I got from this and how much they actually cost. It was 43 million GP worth of herbs over the 4,600. Sadly, the counter doesn't have all 5,000. If it did, it would have been like 46.5 mil. So quite a bit of GP from doing this. With that though, I am going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Also, once again, don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends by clicking my link in the description to get your hands on those insane bonuses. So I'll see you all in probably around like 10 days or so. I have a lot of stuff I need to do in those 10 days, so could end up being a little bit longer. But yeah, I'll see you guys then.